everyone, to episode 14 of In the Trenches. I'm your host, Riley, here with co-host Jaden.
What's up?
And Tristan.
What's up?
We're going to skip college today. Nothing too exciting happened. I mean, Texas lost. It's the only important thing you need to know. And go straight into the NFL. We're going to do our midseason award. So I'm going to start it off. We're going to start with MVP.
Tua.
All right.
Yeah.
Tristan's going to start it off with Tua.
It's Tua. That's all you need to know. That's it. He's the MVP.
I mean, if he didn't get hurt, I definitely think he's definitely still a contender, 100%. You can't put him out.
He got hurt, missed how many games? 3 games.
3, I think.
3, and he still was in the lead for league MVP.
I mean, I wouldn't say he's in the lead by any means, but he's there.
Who else would you say is there?
Patrick Mahomes. That's my guy right now. Patrick Mahomes, 100%. The guy has been phenomenal all year long.
So you got Patrick Mahomes, Tua, and who else?
Patrick Mahomes, you got Tua. I mean, I'd say Josh Allen's still up there. You know,
I was going to ask that. You think Josh Allen is still a part of the equation?
I mean, he's definitely fallen. He's definitely slid quite a bit. But Geno, can't put him out.
Nah, I'd say. I mean, Geno's a great quarterback. I don't know about MVP. I would say he's comeback player of the year, though.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, but just what he's done, is incredible. I mean,
is Tua able to go for comeback player of the year?
No.
No, because it happened this season. I mean, well, he did miss half of last season, but I still don't think so. But I think if he missed the last half, he missed the first half, not the last half.
Yeah, because I mean, ever since Tua, I wouldn't really say comeback because he's I think 14-2 since starting.
Yeah.
So there's really no comeback if he was always there.
Yeah. So I wouldn't say Jalen Hurts. You got to put him there. You know, they lost to the Commanders last night. We'll get to that in a little bit, but he's still there. You know, he's definitely still there. I don't really know. I mean, those are really your top guys. There's been a lot of decent quarterbacks, but mine's gonna have to be Mahomes. He's been excellent all year long.
Yeah,
25 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. You know, whenever you're the magic man, you know, your magic wears off here and there, you know.
Yeah.
Jaden, what about you? Who's your midseason MVP here?
Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes as well. Yeah. I mean, I like the Tua take though, and I would not be surprised what the last.
It's just
3 games.
This is my.
Yeah, it's just that he got hurt. Yeah, that's the only thing. But the past 3 games, has 9 touchdowns, no interceptions.
Yeah.
That's insane.
I would say the Dolphins would be undefeated if Tua never got injured.
I could see it 100%.
I'd say the only game that I feel like if Tua was in and they would possibly lose, it would be against the Vikings. Game.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, the Vikings they're a good team.
But yeah, now the Dolphins are gonna take care of that division.
Yeah. I can see it. Let's move to Offensive Player of the Year. Who you got, Jaden?
Offensive Player of the Year. Honestly, I'm gonna go Tyreek.
All right, Tristan, what about you?
Solid. I like Tyreek, but to be honest, right now I'm going Justin Jefferson.
Ooh, interesting.
Because of the catch.
Yeah, is it because of the catch?
That dude is just insane, mind blowing. He's always there. He just watching him is crazy. But I mean, I could see Tyreek and Justin Jefferson being my top 2, just because Tyreek has the most receiving yards, and you know he's also just as good. But Justin Jefferson has just been making plays like nothing.
Okay, so talking about the catch, is that better than the Odell catch?
No.
I don't think anything can trump the Odell.
Okay.
He did it with
'Cause
his offhand
there's-
with 3 fingers while being passing. Yeah, no, that don't.
Yeah, and scores a
Yeah.
touchdown. Like so many
And
people are
scores.
saying, like it was a better catch. No, it was a great catch. I'm not discrediting him for that. But
Yeah.
considering the fact the DB controlled the ball down and he stripped it from him, there's a lot that goes into it. Like, yeah, it was 4th and 18 on a possible game-sealing drive that they ended up winning, but the DB helped control it. He went down, he ripped it away. Still a phenomenal catch. Nothing I don't think will ever top the Odell catch. That was one of the most insane catches ever. There's a lot of people saying that that's the greatest catch ever. Justin Jefferson, he would be the guy to do it though.
But okay, another question is like, out of the catches between Justin Jefferson and George Pickens this season, which one has been better?
Justin Jefferson.
It's so tough because Justin Jefferson, I feel like he had like the play of where he need to have the strength to pull the ball away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
While going down.
Yeah, going down, and then you have George Pickens who made like the most uncomfortable looking catch.
Yeah,
like,
I'm just gonna go with Pickens just because of like how he tracked that ball down and the body control he had.
It was ridiculous.
Understandable. I mean, but
that's really tough. That's really tough.
But I mean, we know for sure that unless anything else crazy happens this year, that the Bills-Vikings game has to be the game of the year.
Yeah, 100%. But you still got the Dolphins playing them one more time.
Yeah, you got the Dolphins playing them one more time. But like before that, the only other game of the year was Dolphins and Ravens. But yeah, this blew that game out of the water. Like that was insane.
Yeah, I think my offensive player of the year does not have to be Tyreek as well, unless anything changes. Yeah. I mean, I could see Saquon if he continues doing what he's doing, but Tyreek's just been incredible this year.
Saquon's on that comeback player of the year candidate, though.
Yeah, that's definitely where he would end up.
Oh well, yeah.
Let's move now. Defensive player of the year. I want to see what y'all say here.
Micah Parsons.
That's what I figured.
And I'm not being biased when I say that. You got to think about like where he plays and how he plays. I think he's leading in QB pressure.
QB pressures.
And he doesn't even play on the line like the majority of the time. Usually he's playing that linebacker spot or just covering the receiver more than being that edge. So he had how many sacks who has more sacks?
Matthew Judon.
Yeah, Matthew Judon. Justin Houston has more. Zadarius Smith has more. 9. Nick Bosa has 9. Parsons has 8.
So like, I don't even think it comes down to sacks because like, even without the sacks, Micah, one, we can all see how many times he's being held during the game and they're not calling it, and two, I think it all comes down to like just the general impact that Micah has, how they're literally like triple teaming him just to keep him away from the quarterback. Like, I don't know anyone else who would deserve it other than, if TJ Watt had an entire season on his belt, then I would say TJ Watt. But like, other than that, Micah Parsons is probably going to be going down as one of the next greatest players to play defense, like.
Yeah, to play defense. I don't know. He's got some competition. This is only his second season now. He's looked great, but
yeah.
I'm gonna have to give it to Parsons. Definitely Judon with coming in close, but you go look at his PFF grade, and Parsons just blowing just about anyone out of the water on pass rush and coverage. And those are two of the biggest things playing linebacker, and he's still got 8 sacks. Now Judon, he's been amazing, but they both have the same amount of hurries, same amount of quarterback hits. Judon playing on the Patriots defense gets a little bit more options. Parsons has D-Law on the other side of him, just filled with a great defense. Yeah, just a great defense in total there.
But
I agree.
What I carried away from it is that Micah plays linebacker and he rushes. So Matthew Judon, he is strictly that pass rusher he doesn't do anything else. So him having 12 sacks is great, but for Micah Parsons to have 8 for playing multiple positions, I think it's more unique.
Mm. Yeah, no, I completely get that. I agree with that 100%.
Offensive rookie.
Yeah, offensive rookie of the year.
Kenneth Walker.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with Dameon Pierce. I'm
That's a
gonna
good
do it
one.
just because.
I mean,
Yeah,
they're both in the run for it.
Yeah, just Dameon Pierce. He's been phenomenal
But-
this year, and it's not necessarily fair because of he's played every game so far, but he's on the worst team in the league, debatably, the Texans. They have a terrible offensive line. Their offense is just not good, and he's the sole guy in that offense,
Which is why I respect it. But
Yeah.
for Kenneth Walker to come in and play the limited amount of games that he did, and to put up the numbers that he has, I think it's mind-boggling.
I think there's one person that got it stolen from them, and that's Breece Hall.
Yeah, he definitely would have
I
been
feel
there.
like
He was,
if he wasn't injured, he would have been there, in my opinion.
He would be leading for me.
Yeah, I would say that he would be the one who's leading, just because I don't know who else would have taken it from him. Because I mean, he was so explosive, and then
he was carrying the Jets. So I don't know how the Jets are still winning. Honestly, their defense.
Their defense.
Yeah, their defense.
Sauce Gardner, so off defensive rookie of the year.
Yeah, defensive. That's who it's gonna. I mean, personally, I think he's a little bit overrated. I don't think Sauce Gardner is all the hype that's around him, but I'm not. That doesn't take away that he's still a great corner and probably the best to come out. Tyreek Woolen, he'd be the next best guy, but Woolen's just in the right spots at the right time. Gardner has the statistics to cover
anyone.
Yeah, I mean, it's just
He's been
one.
covering the best receivers in the league every week.
Mm-hmm.
And
I agree.
winning.
He's the highest PFF grade out of all the rookie corners.
And I think he has like what, 3 interceptions?
I believe something close to that. He's got a few now, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I think it is 3. The only corner rated higher than him is Patrick Surtain, which is the best corner in the league. Which he could be up there for defensive player of the year.
Yeah.
Patrick Surtain he's on the best defense in the league. He's playing like the best corner in the league. So let's move to comeback player of the year. I'm taking Geno.
Yeah, I go Geno.
I feel like that's
Geno.
kind of
But I don't know.
pretty well-rounded.
I want to say Geno, but I also want to say Saquon because I think he deserves it.
Yeah, Saquon too.
I think it depends.
Yeah.
There still needs to have a lot more time between those two players. Like there's still a lot of football ahead of us before that can be decided. But
I just feel like
said this since the beginning that Geno is him. So I'm gonna stick with Geno.
Yeah, all right. But I just think it's more fair to give it to Saquon, though. I forgot about Saquon there for a sec because like he was the one that actually went down with an injury. Geno just was never the starter.
Yeah, they never gave him. He never wrote back.
Never wrote back.
They wrote him off, but he never wrote back.
Oh my. All right, real quick, since Tristan here, about a few weeks ago, probably 3 weeks, 4 weeks now, you asked me best defense in the league. I'm here to give you that answer. The Broncos have the best defense in the league.
Whoa. What?
The Denver Broncos have the best defense in the league.
Yeah, no, you're on something.
You can go look at it statistically.
Yeah, look at it statistically.
Look at it statistically and tell me they don't have the best defense in the league.
Then why aren't they winning? because defense
Because
was
they
a
have the worst
championship,
offense in the
right?
league.
This is terrible.
Because they have the worst offense in
Alright.
the league. They're allowing
Alright,
16
then.
points a game. Their offense is scoring 13 points a game. That's their average. They have the number one defense in the league and the 32nd offense in the league. You know, you can't. Your defense can only do so much.
I don't know. I would say that either the Cowboys, Jets, Bills. Yeah, nah, I don't think it's Broncos.
Okay.
That's just my. Jaden, what do you think? Do you think it's
Broncos.
Broncos too?
Literally, everything statistically wise is pointing towards the Broncos. How are you going to allow only 16 points per game in today's NFL where it's offensive based?
Yeah.
You want to know? Okay, now this is the crazy thing. The most points allowed in a game is 32 by the Raiders. The second most is to the Chargers, which is 19. You go down their season, 17 to the Seahawks, 9 to the Texans, 10 to the 49ers, and you have 32 to the Raiders, 12 to the Colts, 19 to the Chargers, 16 to the Jets, 17 to the Jags, and now 17 to the Titans.
Mm. All right. Well, statistically, I guess the Broncos are the best, but
if you want to go look at, like, they haven't played any good offenses yet. The best offense they played was the Jaguars. You could say the Chargers, but the Chargers haven't looked good this year.
without Keenan Allen, especially.
Yeah, so I mean that is definitely subject to change in the near future. They have the Ravens, Chiefs again, but statistically, it is the Broncos.
I have a question for y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Just a little quick, fun question. As of right now, who would you take, Tua or Justin Herbert?
Tua.
Justin Herbert can do so. I feel like I don't know. Maybe.
Because I feel like
Wait, Tristan, hold on. Just let's wait a little bit. I gotta just wait. We'll talk a little bit more about this in just a little bit. First, we're gonna go over Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. My question to you is: Josh Allen a fraud?
No. He's just he's injured, and he's playing on an injury. And two, Josh Allen is not a fraud. That man is still one of the greatest quarterbacks in the NFL right now. I would take him over, like, a lot of quarterbacks. I think the only quarterback I wouldn't take him over is Patrick Mahomes. I mean, Josh Allen could basically do it all. He can run. He can hurdle. He has a heck of an arm. Like, nah, he's not a fraud. If anything, it's just they had a few bad games, and most of their secondary is out. So it's like, I don't think Josh Allen's a fraud in my opinion.
Okay, Jaden, what about you?
No.
Okay.
Well, you can't base, I guess, 2 games where he was injured, an elbow injury, I think, on his throwing arm.
His ULC or whatever, UCL.
Yeah, I mean, you have one game where all 3 losses I feel like had a factor because, like,
Josh Allen.
Miami
Was Josh Allen.
Okay, because of his interceptions, but like,
and his missed touchdown at the end of the game.
Yes, so like, wait, give me a sec. Against Miami, one, it was extremely hot, and their entire team was suffering. 2, the Jets, he had those interceptions, and then he wasn't playing at his best, and then now the Vikings, where
he threw interceptions, fumbled it twice.
Yeah,
Josh Allen doesn't perform well, the Bills don't win. I mean, but you put it like that. I'm not saying Josh Allen's a fraud. I still think he's one of the best quarterbacks in the league. But whenever Josh Allen doesn't succeed, the team doesn't succeed, and that's what makes him one of the best. We're one of the best in the league,
Yeah.
Whenever you got a whole team behind you.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't say Josh Allen's a fraud.
But no, definitely not. There's some out there that saying he's looking like his 2019 form again. 10 interceptions, 20 to 10. It's not the best look. but also he's throwing the ball 40 times a game
Yeah.
on it with an injured elbow now. It's just they need a run game. That's what they need. One that doesn't involve Josh Allen running every single time. And they started off good against the Vikings. They just weren't able to finish. Patrick Peterson, Josh Allen was his best friend that game. But no, I definitely I don't think Josh Allen's a fraud by any means. He's still a young guy. Patrick Mahomes last season didn't look too good. Look at him this season. Looks amazing,
That is facts.
All right, let's talk about the Cowboys.
We don't have to.
What happened?
Nothing happened. It was just
played Aaron Rodgers. We played the Green Bay Packers with Aaron Rodgers in Lambeau Field.
No, that wasn't even it. It was one, we would have destroyed them. And I still believe we should have destroyed them. It shouldn't have even been in a close game. We're up by 14. It was so stupid. For one, Dak has to take a little bit of blame for those 2 interceptions where I'm just I don't know who he was throwing to. I looked back at them and I'm I don't know. No one was there. So I don't know if he was just what? I give up on this play. Let me give the Eagles the ball and help them out. And then you also have the, Mike McCarthy home reunion, whatever. And I think he was trying to do too much in overtime. He should have just kicked the freaking field goal. You have one of the best defenses in the league, but you decide to go for it on 4th and 3 just to show that you're him. No, bro, kick the field goal, trust in your defense. I'd rather lose that way. I'd rather kick the field goal, play smart, and then lose on defense. What he did was some BS. That was him being too cocky. He was trying to show that, he's the guy, but he made a stupid mistake because it was either 50-50. He leaves there being the villain or he leaves there being the freaking golden man of the hour, but he chose wrong. And it backfired on him.
There was a clear
even then,
decision.
Even then, the refs were horrible that game. Even at the end, 4th and 3, even though we shouldn't have gone for it, CD had his arms held down.
Yeah, that was just whoops. Didn't see that one. What?
But we need to talk about these refs. Refs in all sports, football, basketball, whatever. But football, you have the missed face mask called against the Eagles. As much as I hate the Eagles and I'm glad it wasn't called, it was that's horrible. That's the game-changing play. And then you have CD who, again, a game-changing play where we could have gotten that 4th down and made it a 1st down. That wasn't called either. We need to start getting to the conversation where refs need to start being fined.
Well, the thing about the Cowboys in overtime and at that position, and I understand that we got a holding call, but we were at 3rd down and 4, 3rd down and 3 at that point, and we threw it twice on a stupid little in-out route. It doesn't that's stupid. We have Tony Pollard who can I know he can get 3-4 yards in 2 attempts. It's stupid. What the play calling was just
Kellen Moore was definitely a factor that game, and it also made me realize, as much as no Cowboy fan wants to admit it, we need Zeke.
We do need Zeke.
Zeke is just that guy where he can get those tough yards and those tough 1st downs, and we need those heavy hitters, and as much as, everyone wants to get rid of Zeke because of his contract or whatever, and hopefully, I agree, his contract still should go down. He needs to loosen up some of that money so we can get some more players and, start thinking about the team. But, at the same time, I don't want to get rid of Zeke, in my opinion, because Zeke is just he gets those tough yards. He's still young,
he blocks. That's the thing. Tony Pollard is small and he can't really block. So when you're watching Zeke, or when you're watching, even in the Lions game and this game, you see Dak Prescott getting more pressured because Tony Pollard can't do much. But when you see Zeke out there, any of the quarterbacks weren't getting. We had the least QB pressure, against in the league. So Zeke is a main factor for the Cowboys offense. But I do agree that he needs to have his salary cut just a little bit because he's getting paid way too much to do, honestly, the bare minimum.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I've always liked Zeke this year, not last year. This year, I've liked him. He has been a big part of the Cowboys offense. That's one of the reasons they've been winning. Cowboys fans hate to admit it, but that's the truth. Tony Pollard's your explosive guy, and Zeke's your 1 or 2 yard guy. He's like, who are you gonna want on the goal line? You're gonna want Zeke.
Yeah.
1 yard to go, you're gonna want Zeke. You're not gonna Pollard.
Yeah, if we're in the red zone and it's like first and goal, give it to Zeke. Every time.
Exactly.
Unless they're going to do some play option play where they always, I don't know why, but the Cowboys love this play where there's always like a random tight end in the back of the end zone and he's like always open. But for the most part, just keep giving it to Zeke. Like those plays where we're strictly run game too. Like we don't have, like we have CD and he's a great receiver, but we don't have those explosive receivers on our team yet. Like. We'll get into the talks of OBJ later, but, as of right now, CD is, he's a great receiver, but, you have Michael Gallup who makes those incredible plays every blue moon. And then you have Noah Brown. Noah Brown is doing the bare minimum. And then, we have James Washington, coming back in, I think, a week or two, and they just signed another wide receiver like earlier. I don't remember what his name was. Some former Browns player, Callaway or
yeah. I know what you're talking about.
But yeah, I mean, like until they officially go for someone that like we need another star on our team.
Mm.
Like, we may be building stars. Like, Micah Parsons came here. We drafted him. He's a star on his own because that's what he did. But Cowboys are just never one to go out and go get someone. And the last time they did that was for Amari Cooper. And it was for a first-round pick, and we got a fifth-round pick for him. So,
yeah. So,
like, one
of the biggest steals in recent history.
Yep. So I'm glad the Browns are enjoying him because the Browns, it's still not going to go anywhere, but it's like Cowboys need to start making some moves.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think Amari Cooper's really hurt the Cowboys. Like, they're still doing great, but I feel like with Amari Cooper, you'd have that extra explosive guy out there.
Yeah, we would have a deep threat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But looking at it from the Green Bay side, this is good news for Green Bay.
No, they're still not good, in my opinion.
Oh, no. I completely agree. The Cowboys, they blew it. They had a 14-point lead. They blew it. Terrible coaching. But Christian Watson had his breakout game. If he can continue doing what he did, he could be a real threat. But I still don't think Green Bay's
Lazard 2.0. Yeah. I mean, Green Bay... Dope. You got another win, but after this, I feel like they're not gonna. I feel like the only. I don't know. I mean, I think Eagles play them. Like.
Yeah, everyone in
the Eagles.
I think
the Vikings are gonna win the division there.
Oh yeah,
they're not catching up to them.
Yeah, no. But it's at this point where the Cowboys have fallen to third in their division.
6-3.
We're still.
2 games
clinched for like playoffs.
You're not clinched yet.
I mean,
well, not yet, but it's looking like it's going to happen.
We have to play the Vikings this week, so
I say the Vikings game is a must-win.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. So
it's a must-win game.
That brings me to our next thing: Eagles or Vikings?
Vikings. I've said it since the beginning. The Eagles have a cupcake schedule, and they haven't really gone up against a team that has like the potential to beat them. Because I mean, they played the Vikings, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they won. That was the only time where I'm like, okay, that like maybe they are good, but at the same time, every other team before or after that has been nothing. You've gone up against the Cowboys with a backup quarterback and still almost lost. Every week has been an almost loss for the Eagles, in my opinion.
They put up what 26
Like,
on Cowboys defense though.
yes, that was like the first day where the Cowboys defense I had no idea what was going on. But either way, like I said, their defense carried them.
You look at it, and so yeah, you might be right. The Eagles one possession games, but who's winning those one possession games? You know, it doesn't like. Here's my thing when it comes to the NFL. It doesn't matter how good a team is. It matters who wins that game, who plays harder. It doesn't like you could have the Buffalo Bills, for example. They lost to the New York Jets last week.
Yeah.
Like who has the better team? Buffalo. Buffalo has the better team. Did they win? No, they still lost. Like it doesn't matter. And you could say whatever you want about the Eagles. I mean, personally, I think that the Vikings also have a better team. I think they should be the number one team
in the NFC.
In the NFC, right?
Well, that's the thing. Who do you think's going to finish? Who do you think's going to finish first? Because in my opinion, if the Eagles don't get the first seed and they're going into the first round between another team, I say they're losing. I say they're not getting past the first round.
I mean, I can see it. When it comes to playoff time, though, it doesn't really matter what your record was in the regular season, you know. And that's what Jalen Hurts said. I really like Jalen Hurts as a quarterback. He was like, well, in college, I went undefeated and I lost the national championship. Doesn't matter what your record is.
There's 4 teams that are honestly in a tight race for first seed. And that is 3 of the NFC East. And then
you have
Cowboys,
Eagles, Cowboys,
Giants, and Vikings.
And then Vikings.
The Vikings only need to, if the Cowboys
the entire NFC East or the NFL East, like the AFC East and the NFC East.
Could make playoffs.
All of it. Everyone.
Right now, the AFC East,
ridiculous.
They're all in if the season ended today. And the Commanders are a half a game behind Green Bay.
Half game. Yep.
So
it's ridiculous.
That's
never seen that before.
Nobody would have thought that this year in the NFL, the AFC East and the NFC East would be the 2 best teams. We were all thinking the AFC West, the NFC West. You know, those were the 2 that were going to dominate the NFL. And it's like the NFC and AFC East. Are you kidding me?
NFC Beast. But I don't. That's crazy. That blows my mind every time. And I think right now Taylor Heineke should be the starter.
He's going to be the starter.
Yeah.
Well,
he's the guy.
Apparently, it's still up in the air right now, but I think we all know who it's going to be. It should be because to them it's still Carson Wentz. You know, he's the guy who almost got MVP one year and whatever. Went to the Super Bowl.
He doesn't fit in that offense. You keep him in the Colts offense, he might be a little bit more successful. He just doesn't. Heineke's their guy. He wins games. He's not a franchise guy, but he's the guy that wins game. He puts his team together.
Heineke is like the Washington Commanders Cooper Rush.
He's not even. He's what holds the Commanders together as a team. He might not be the best player out there on the field, but it doesn't matter. He's that missing piece for him, and he's coming. He's winning games. I also think the Commanders are one of the most underrated teams in the league, especially after last time. I would say
that. If they start clicking, Brian Robinson is freaking tough, he is pushing.
He's not even at 100% yet. That's what he said.
No, this man got shot in the foot before the season started.
He got shot in the leg.
Or in the leg. It doesn't even matter. He got shot. This dude got shot, and he is pushing through this line like it's nothing. And then you have Antonio Gibson, who's just as explosive. You have Scary Terry. You have Jahan Dotson. You have Curtis Samuel. You have Jahan Dotson, who's had a great rookie year.
Put a
you
good
have
quarterback.
Exactly.
Good franchise quarterback in there with a better offensive line. You're gonna really start winning games. That defense isn't bad either. Might not be the best.
Because you have Sweat. You have
Chase Young's not back yet.
Chase Young's not back yet. He comes back next week or the week after that. But Sweat, Washington has a good team, and give him a quarterback that can really start, clicking and having good chemistry with the team, they'll start winning. And I mean, I think that's the same way with the Raiders. The Raiders
get a different coach.
Get a different coach and a new quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Derek Carr is not your guy anymore. He's done.
Yeah, no, I mean, last year he wasn't terrible. They made the playoff run. They lost to the Bengals first round.
Yeah.
And it's almost the point where I want to say, like, don't give up on Carr, and I want to put it all on Josh McDaniels. But right now it's looking like it doesn't matter. Carr's the fall guy. Like,
yeah,
the season's bad. He's the guy that's leaving before McDaniels is. And I'm just kind of sitting here like,
this
what?
offseason, I feel like a lot of stuff is going to be moving around.
The Raiders, I feel like, are going to be moving a lot of people around.
A lot of people, and then I feel like a lot of teams will have to like get some crap figured out.
I feel like it's going to be a little bit more chaotic than last year was.
Last year was chaotic. I don't know if it'll be as chaotic as that, but I would say it'd be pretty dang close to it.
It just seems like the NFL is getting more and more, like the teams are getting more and more aggressive in the free agency and trades and all of it. Really, it's just.
You think Broncos would get rid of Russell Wilson?
No. I think they get rid of Nathaniel Hackett first.
There's a lot of teams that a lot of coaches are going to be gone.
Yeah. The Saints are one of them.
Mike McCarthy doesn't get his crap together. Sean Payton's either going to be a Miami Dolphin or Dallas Cowboy next year. That's just because I know, like, those are the
Sean
two
Payton
teams.
will not be a Miami Dolphin.
Why?
Because McDaniels is too good.
Yeah, nah, he won't be a Miami Dolphin. I like Mike McDaniel a lot, so he will most likely be a Cowboy. Because I know the Cowboys aren't going to win the Super Bowl this year. Like, even though
next year,
like this is
or the year after.
This is the year where they would need to do it. Yo, Jaden, relax, bro. Like, you don't need to say all that.
As long as Jerry's still alive, we are not winning the Super Bowl. Let's keep it a full buck here now.
I mean, yeah, just relax a little bit.
Okay, wait. Okay, so so speaking of this, Dallas or Eagles? Cowboys or Eagles?
Oh, I mean, I'm
now?
gonna be biased.
Yeah, right now.
Dallas.
Oh, you're. I mean, it's a little biased because you two are both Cowboys fans.
Well, I'm trying to weigh up. Like, I'm just trying to be statistical about this without being biased. I mean,
I don't know.
I think if the Cowboys play
I need to see them
now, I think the Cowboys will win.
I need to see them play against each other again. But don't worry, it's coming soon, December 24th. Mark your calendars. We'll know the real answer when that comes along.
Yeah, I'm going with the Eagles.
And once the Cowboys
they're proven winners. Doesn't matter how many points they win by, they're proven winners.
Once the Cowboys get past the first round of the playoffs and the Eagles are at home watching, you'll see.
You're really funny, Justin.
Oh,
you're really
you
funny.
have too much high hopes, my boy. You need to chill.
Hey, I've been right about a lot of things, so just wait. Look, y'all are gonna regret this because I'm gonna be blowing up our group chat and blowing up this podcast when the Cowboys beat whoever it is, whether it's Tampa, whether it's Seattle.
You beat Tampa Bay. Whoa,
Look,
Tampa Bay. You just beat Tom Brady.
We get past the first round. I don't care. We get past the first round. I don't care. That's all I want.
If the Cowboys get past the first round, if the Cowboys get past the first round and lose in the second, Dallas is going up in flames because they made it past the first round. Like, that's just what's happening.
Oh, you made it past the first round. Why couldn't you go any further? Like, that's what's gonna happen. Might as well just go.
It doesn't matter. We made it past the first round. Dallas is gonna go crazy. But what if they beat Seattle? Would they get props then?
Sure, but congratulations, you Seattle, you should probably be going. Okay,
what if we got to the NFC Championship?
Then I would say we did good considering our loss of depth that we have on our roster.
Yeah, no, you make it a conference championship, then you're getting credit. Then at that point,
after the Cowboys go get Odell. We're gonna finally have
Jerry is not doing anything. I don't care. He's all talk. He is for the media. That is what he's doing.
No. Because Odell apparently has narrowed it down to two teams. On
New York
where
and
he
the
wants to go.
Cowboys.
New York and the Cowboys.
As a Cowboys fan, I
Giants.
want to see a Giants reunion. That's what I want.
Hell no. Bro, bring Odell here. That's the first jersey I'm buying as soon as
Okay,
it hits the store.
That would be great. And I'm not going to be complaining if he comes here, but like as a football
you know how
fan,
beautiful-
I want a Giants reunion.
Yeah,
As much as everyone wanted a Cam Newton reunion when he went back to the Panthers.
No.
Odell goes back and
Screw the
finishes.
Giants.
Odell goes back, finishes his career in New York, retires a Giant. It's a full circle. I mean, that's
iconic.
just perfect. That's the perfect story
That is
right
a
there.
movie for you. That is a movie.
Honestly, Odell goes back to the Giants. I'm rooting for the Giants to win the Super Bowl.
Me too.
Like that's
Whoa,
that's
whoa,
what I'm rooting for.
whoa.
Like Odell's my favorite player besides Baker. He's been my favorite player since he's been in the league. I've loved Odell. He used to be so much fun to watch, and the injuries have just ruined it. He was a Browns man. Whenever he went to the Browns, I was so happy, and then Baker ruined all that.
And then the Browns sucked.
Yeah. Well, should have beat the Chiefs in the second round, but
Odell
refs
would get a
decided-
ring with us, so.
Odell would not. If he goes to Dallas, he's just losing all of his hopes.
If Odell comes to Dallas, I'm saying it's our year.
You're saying it's your year if he doesn't go. Like,
No,
it's not
no.
changing.
But if he really wanted to win a Super Bowl this year, he would go to the Miami Dolphins.
Either them or the Chiefs.
Well,
Nah,
the Chiefs
I think
just got Kadarius Toney, and then they
Yeah, the
also
Chiefs,
have
the Chiefs
dude,
have too many options.
Wait,
bro.
I'm just waiting for Kadarius Toney to go off. He's going to be a deadly weapon for the Chiefs.
So are you saying that it's a smart thing? This is a fantasy question. Is it a smart thing that I picked him up in fantasy?
yes.
Yeah,
In my opinion, yes.
I would recommend
I got-
picking up Kadarius Toney.
I got him.
Okay,
I got him in my work.
I
league.
picked up
In our league,
Odell. Just for, why not?
Bro, I was supposed to get him.
You were too
Like,
you
this
were
is-
too late, bro. I picked him up like a
Okay,
week before
okay.
anybody.
Go back to the podcast. We'll talk about this afterwards. But right now, freaking Odell, Giants, and Cowboys. Even though he says he doesn't want to play in the cold, I don't know why he would go to New York. But whatever.
Because it's a
You know-
reunion. That's the only reason. I'm telling you, that's the only reason you would go back there.
I don't care.
I would see that.
Screw his reunion.
But he has family down in Texas, so
Dallas.
He has family down in Texas. It's warm weather. There's no state income tax. There's a lot of things going for Dallas here.
plus it's
Yeah,
the star.
Super
It's
Bowl,
like
you
iconic.
know,
I mean,
yeah.
there's a lot of people that want to play for Dallas.
The best team in the NFL.
That would be the
Super
only.
Bowl
That would be
team.
the only Cowboys jersey I would ever own.
Really.
That would be the only
Not
one
even
I would ever
not even
own.
a Micah Parsons.
Oh, I would get. Yeah, I
Oh,
would
and
like
Micah.
Parsons, but yeah, those are the only two. Oh, CD. Yeah, I forgot about him.
D-Law.
Really?
You know what? Just the whole team. Actually.
Yeah, just the whole team.
Actually, I'm actually about to purchase a jersey.
You're like
every
the only
single player.
jersey I would get is Odell.
And
Micah.
and
and
Micah.
Armstrong.
Actually,
and-
I like Dak
I like
Prescott too. Oh,
Turpin.
Zeke. Tony Pollard. He's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
You know what? I'm actually a
Michael
Dallas
Gallup.
fan. You know.
Yeah, actually, I'm like, we're going to the Super Bowl this year, guys.
Exactly.
Let's go.
Hey, everyone is watching. Everyone got that on recording. Like, you're not a Browns fan anymore.
All right, Broncos, baby. Going to the Super
What?
Bowl. Broncos country, let's ride.
No.
No, I mean
No,
at this point,
Broncos
Cleveland's
country, let's cry.
out. Cleveland's out of the talks. They're not making the playoffs. It doesn't matter if Sean comes back or not. We blew it with the.
But it would be really good if Deshaun comes back and it starts like win streak. Like
Mm-hmm.
y'all just freaking go.
But
go
it's
off.
the AFC. If we were in the NFC, yeah, like we're making the playoffs if Deshaun comes back and wins. But we're-
NFC,
no, it's the
you're not
AFC.
winning either.
Dude, no, we're making the playoffs in the NFC. I'm not saying we're going all the way, but if the Browns are in the NFC, they're making the playoffs.
I want to see
when
Cowboys
Sean
and Browns soon.
Yeah, I mean with Deshaun, I would like to see that. With
Yeah, with
Deshaun,
Deshaun.
with like some games behind him, so it's not his
As
first
much
one
as
back,
Deshaun is a weirdo, I miss watching him play.
he's fun to watch. He's got a lot of stuff around him. He's a very
Remember that play where he got.
topic.
he that play where he got like literally kicked in the face, like in the eyeball, and he threw a touchdown with one eye.
No, I don't remember that.
It was against the Raiders.
Yeah, for sure. I totally remember that. Mm-hmm.
Y'all don't remember this?
Oh wait, when he was doing, was it him that was doing this?
Yes, he was doing this, and he got kicked in the
Yeah.
eye.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
And he
I
threw
remember
a
that.
I
touchdown
thought
with
you were
one eye.
tweaking at first. I was like, what are you talking
Nah.
about?
Okay. No,
No, bro.
I remember him doing this and throwing the touchdown. Yeah. No, he was a lot of fun to watch. He was. It's just sucks that all the stuff that's come
Gotta
up
beat the
around him.
Chiefs.
You know, you don't know if it's true or not. Yeah. You know the Chiefs.
I mean,
You,
They were up
when you got a 24,
21.
well,
24-0, and the Chiefs come back and beat you. That's kind of your own fault.
Should have won.
All right, now for our final segment here, we're gonna do some NFL Would You Rather, starting with Justin Fields. All right, Justin Fields, Mac Jones.
Justin Fields.
Justin Fields.
Okay, I'm gonna go Justin Fields as well. Justin Fields or Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers.
Like this season,
Yeah,
Like
Justin Fields.
that's so tough because I can't decide on something where Aaron Rodgers has had a crappy team this entire year. So Aaron Rodgers.
Justin Fields has had a good team.
Justin Fields doesn't have
I
anybody.
mean, he has Cole Kmet. You know, he has Cole Kmet. He has
Darnell Mooney.
Yeah,
Claypool.
Darnell Mooney, Sutton, Claypool. Like he has weapons. He doesn't have offense. His offensive line hates him. So like I mean, he's always running, and I think that's the only reason why he's doing so good because he is using his feet a lot more than his arm. But for the most part, I still have to go with A-Rod just because A-Rod is a legend and he's going down in the Hall of Fame. Like I can never go against A-Rod.
Yeah, no, I think I'm gonna go with Aaron Rodgers on this one too. Justin Fields or Jimmy Garoppolo.
Justin Fields.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go Justin Fields as well. Justin Fields or Jared Goff.
Justin Fields.
Justin Fields.
Justin Fields. All right. Justin Fields or Derek Carr.
Justin Fields.
Justin Fields.
Justin Fields. Justin Fields or Dak Prescott.
Dak Prescott. Who won?
I'm gonna
Who
go.
won? Who won?
I'm
Exactly.
gonna go with Dak as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Justin
Shut your
Fields.
mouth.
Justin Fields or Daniel Jones.
Wait,
Justin
We're
Fields.
still doing Justin Fields. Oh, okay. I thought it was gonna switch to
Mm-mm.
Dak
Yeah,
Prescott.
if Justin Fields was on the Giants, I feel like that would be so deadly, bro.
Mhm.
I'd actually be afraid. I'd be
I'm
afraid of the
I'm
Giants.
100% going Justin
Still,
Fields.
yeah, Justin Fields.
All right, Justin Fields or Justin Herbert.
Justin Herbert.
Justin Herbert.
Bro,
I'm going
quick
Justin
one.
Fields.
What?
I'm going Justin
Oh.
Fields right now at this point in the season. I'm going Justin Fields.
Right now,
Mm.
I would
Yeah,
say
right
yes.
now.
But this whole entire season, I would say no.
No, I'm saying Justin Fields. Just because I know that Justin Fields, if he puts some talent around him, I mean, half his team is missing. You have Mike Williams who's hurt. You have Keenan Allen who hasn't done anything yet, and like who else do you have? Joshua Palmer, Everett, who's been all right. You have Cam Akers, who's not Akers. Austin Eckler, who has pretty much been a running back and wide receiver for him the entire season because half of his team has been injured. I can't count out just Justin Herbert just yet, just because I feel like he hasn't had anyone to really rely on.
I mean, I get that, but I'm going with Justin Fields here. I mean, he's just
That's fine. Well, we have to wait until I feel like I can't officially agree on that until I see Justin Fields, or no, not Justin Fields, Justin Herbert with a fully healthy team.
like you got Herbert 14 touchdowns, 6 interceptions this season, and Justin Fields right behind him with 12 touchdowns, only 7 interceptions, plus all of the stuff he's done on the ground. I mean, he broke a record against the Dolphins, 170 something yards on the ground. But and it's not like that's his best spot, because you go back and look at him at Ohio State, when he has protection, he's a great quarterback. The guy's
Yeah.
phenomenal.
All right, next.
Justin Fields or Geno Smith.
Geno Smith.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Geno.
I'm still going to stick with Justin Fields here on that one. Like I say, he's just got so much upside.
I feel like you're talking about right now. Like right.
I'm talking about right now.
I'm talking about this whole season.
Oh, yeah, this season.
Then Gino.
Yeah, Gino.
Going Fields.
That one is a hard one.
I mean, Gino's played good, don't get me wrong, but...
Look at their records, though. You know?
Yeah,
you look at the records.
It doesn't show how players play.
Yeah, I mean, look at the
record is
but...
a team effort, not a player effort.
How Justin Fields has progressed compared to Geno Smith.
And it's not even that Justin Fields isn't throwing the football, because he definitely is.
No, he still is.
Darnell Mooney is getting a lot of catches.
Chase Claypool's been a pretty big addition. Cole Kmet.
Yeah. Claypool has had, I think 2 targets.
One of them should have been a pass interference.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
But
we don't call those.
Yeah, no.
All right. Now we're going to move to receivers. And we're going to go with... let's see. I don't want to go here. Chris Olave.
Okay.
Chris Olave or Brandon Ayuk?
Oh, my.
I like Ayuk.
I like Ayuk.
I'm going to go Olave.
That one's hard.
I just like what he's done. Yeah, this is the point.
I'll go Ayuk.
No, I'm going to go Olave.
You're going to go Olave? Okay.
Yeah, Olave has been more productive than Ayuk this season.
You also have to look at who's on each team.
Well,
you have
Chris
Devo
Olave
and
is also,
CMC.
Well, he's also a rookie.
He's also a rookie with a team
with Andy Dalton throwing the ball.
With Andy,
yeah, Andy Dalton throwing the ball.
I mean, he's not much better than Jimmy Garoppolo, or he's not much worse than Jimmy Garoppolo, I should say. But
you have Michael Thomas, who's hurt. You have Jarvis Landry, who just came back. I don't know. Olave is a really good rookie wide receiver, and he's definitely up there for rookie of the year or offensive rookie of the year. But I think right now I would go Ayuk, just because Ayuk I feel like has had some really good plays this year.
That's fair. I mean,
the next one's going to be
Chris Olave or Garrett Wilson.
Oh man,
wasn't thinking
Chris
this
Olave.
One. Chris Olave.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Chris Olave as well. Chris Olave or Drake London?
Chris Olave.
That's
not even close in my opinion.
Drake London, Drake London, he's good. He just doesn't get targeted.
Just the offense kind of goes against.
Neither does Kyle Pitts. They hate using all of their good weapons.
I know. They just, besides Cordell Patterson, but even last game they didn't use him. All right, Chris Olave or Darius Slayton?
I'm gonna go Chris
Olave.
Chris Olave, yeah. Chris Olave or Terry McLaurin?
Terry McLaurin, easily. Scary Terry is him.
Terry McLaurin. Chris Olave or Jalen Waddle?
Jalen Waddle.
Easily. That's
Jalen Waddle.
Not even fair.
Chris Olave.
George Pickens.
Or George Pickens, yeah.
I'm going George Pickens.
I don't know.
I'm going. That's a tough one. That's a real tough one.
It's so hard because they don't throw to George Pickens.
That's what I'm saying. But when they do, he's so productive.
But I mean, you could say the same thing with Drake London, though.
That is
when they give him the ball, he's so productive.
But I mean, if we're going off of George Pickens has had more opportunities than Drake London.
Yeah.
I think right now I'm gonna go Chris Olave just because of what I've seen. But I feel like if George Pickens got the ball more and was used more as a wide receiver one, it would land more in George Pickens' lap.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I can see that. I can definitely see that. George Pickens. I'm going Olave right now too. I completely agree with what Tristan said. Chris Olave or T. Higgins?
T. Higgins.
I don't know.
I'm going T. Higgins.
I feel like feel like T hasn't got that many opportunities this season, though.
Well, you also have two other wide receivers. You have Jamar Chase and Tyler Boyd. Like, it's like saying Chris Olave or Tyler Boyd.
Well,
You know?
when Jamar Chase got injured, they went Joe Mixon first. That's what they did. And so, I don't
They're
know.
kind of doing. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go T Higgins. All right, Jaden went with T Higgins.
Yeah, T. Yeah, I'm just good.
Okay. All right. This next one we're gonna change it up. T Higgins, Jamar Chase.
Jamar Chase.
Jamar.
I'm going T Higgins.
What?
He's a more
Yeah.
productive receiver.
What? Are you
Give him the ball more. Give him the ball more. He's going to prove it. Here's my thing. Joe Burrow targets Jamar Chase. No.
No.
Joe Burrow
Smoke
targets
him.
Jamar Chase. When T Higgins gets involved, he's the most productive receiver on that team. When he actually gets involved, this guy he's so underrated. If he got wide receiver one, if he was wide receiver, he could be wide receiver one on just about any other team. I mean, he's not going to be on the Bills. He could be on the Chiefs. 100%. He could be wide receiver one for the Chiefs.
Could be on the
but like the
Cowboys.
Vikings, Cowboys, he would 100% be wide receiver one. I think I'd take him probably over CeeDee Lamb. He just, it's the same thing. It's like he's got Tyler Boyd and he's better than Tyler Boyd, but he's got Jamar Chase in front of him, and it's just the name Jamar Chase that puts you above him. But I personally believe that he is a better wide receiver right now than Jamar Chase. No disrespect to Jamar Chase. The guy's still a baller. He's just more productive. He gets more yards after the catch. You know, he just doesn't get the opportunities that Jamar Chase gets, and that's why Jamar Chase looks to be the top guy.
Yeah.
We're gonna stick with T Higgins now. T Higgins or Devontae Smith.
No, T Higgins.
Devontae Smith is like T Higgins, so their main focus is AJ Brown.
Yeah, I agree. Devontae Smith is a lot like T Higgins. I'm still taking T Higgins though.
Me too.
Yeah.
T Higgins or Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Right now,
Ooh, that's tough.
Mm-hmm.
Amon-Ra. Strictly right now.
Yeah, that's a really tough one.
I don't know. Amon Ra's been too injured recently, so I'm gonna go T Higgins.
I'm going Higgins here.
I feel like Amon-Ra has just been more productive though.
But I feel like Amon Ra. Okay, listen here, Lions fan. He's only been productive pretty much this year, in my opinion.
And we're only talking about this year.
Yeah, we're only talking about this year.
Oh, well then, I'm still going T Higgins. Doesn't change my mind.
Good input.
You're welcome.
T Higgins or Hollywood Brown.
See, I don't even know. I have not been paying attention to Hollywood Brown.
T Higgins.
He has been injured, so him
Oh.
before injury.
T.
I'm gonna go Hollywood here on this one. He was really productive for the Cardinals. T Higgins or Christian Kirk.
Christian Kirk.
I'm gonna go T
I'm
Higgins.
gonna
So
go Christian Kirk.
I'm gonna go Kirk as well, just because of what he's done for his team.
And the team he plays on.
Yeah, and the team he plays on.
yeah, I'll give y'all that.
All right, now let's go to running back now for our last would you rather here. Yeah, Zeke or Pollard. Who's it gonna be?
Both.
That's so tough. Yeah,
Both.
I need both. They're the
Both.
best of both worlds.
Oh boy.
I believe the Cowboys.
All right, Josh Jacobs.
We're the best of both.
The Browns are the
worlds.
best.
No, you're right. I forgot that the Browns completely exist, or so
No,
irrelevant.
yeah.
I
Okay,
know.
wait. This is a good would you rather because you have so many teams with these two running backs now. You know,
Okay. Yeah.
So you got Raheem Mostert and Jeff Wilson Jr. You have Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt. You have Zeke and Tony Pollard. What's another team?
CMC and Elijah Mitchell.
Yeah, CMC and Elijah Mitchell.
Rashad Penny and Kenneth Walker before Penny's injury.
Yeah.
Rashad White and Leonard Fournette. Or no, not
Yes.
Rashad. I think it's the name Rashad White.
It's Rashad White.
Who else do you have? Chubb Hubbard and Dante Foreman for the Panthers.
Lamar Jackson and Kenyon Drake.
David Montgomery, and then that Herbert dude.
Khalil Herbert.
Yeah, Khalil Herbert.
So which running back duo are you going with?
Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb.
Yeah, Hunt and Chubb.
That's so tough in my opinion because I've been really liking. I mean, I know it's only been one game, but like the duo of Jeff Wilson and
it was against the Cleveland Browns,
who have a terrible defense.
Okay, how did Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb do that game?
Nick Chubb actually averaged 5.3 yards on 11 carries. So
go ahead and shut your mouth. And
whenever Nick Chubb has over 20 carries, the Browns are undefeated.
So why don't they just?
Yeah, why don't they just give it to him then? If that's a stat, then just give it to him.
If I was the coach and I saw that, I think I would probably give it Nick Chubb at least like 30 carries. I don't know. That's just
because Kevin Stefanski thinks that throwing the ball with Jacoby Brissett is going to end up in wins. Why? I don't know. Now, with that being said, Devon's Peoples-Jones has been playing excellent along with Mari Cooper and David Njoku before his injury.
Yeah, I like him.
It's like you have the best running back in the league. You can debate that with me all day. I'll just like last podcast, I'll defend him all day long. Why are you not running the ball?
I mean, Derrick Henry's all right. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, he is the best running back in the league. But, Nick Chubb,
Okay, no, but I like what Jaden started here. We're going to go Tony Pollard here. All right, we're going to switch it up, though. Tony Pollard until we decide, all three of us decide that someone else. Tony Pollard, Damian Pierce.
Tony Pollard.
I go Tony Pollard.
Yeah, I'm going to go Tony Pollard.
Tony Pollard, Travis Etienne.
Damn!
God, Riley, come on.
I'm
going Travis. I don't care. I'm going Travis.
Oh my God, I don't want to see it.
I'm going Etienne.
I'm going to go Travis. I'm going to go Etienne.
All right, yeah, me too. Yeah, no, Etienne. I feel like maybe Tony Pollard.
It's so close, though. It's so close.
It is very close. But Etienne, he's a little
balling
more explosive, I think, than Pollard. Yeah, no, he's balling out. Besides his 3 fumbles.
You think Pollard has the ability to be an RB1 on a different team?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think
who do you think he would? Who do you think he would fit with?
Literally any, like the Lion. No, D Swift.
And Jamal Williams.
Oh,
there's another one.
That is another one.
DeAndre Swift and Jamal Williams, when they're healthy, they're one of the best.
Man, shut you! Put your arms down.
Man, I love my Lions.
Oh man, where would he fit?
I'm trying to think.
That's
the Bears.
No idea.
He would fit with the Bears. He would fit. He's like if we're taking away from the starting running backs that these teams have now, he'd fit with the Bears. Yeah, I think he'd fit with the Jets for sure.
Even the Bills.
He'd fit with the Bills. Yeah, he'd fit with the Bills pretty well. He'd be definitely upgrade from Devin Singletary.
I would keep on it.
I would say he would fit in a Matt Rule offense before Rule got fired. He would fit in a Matt Rule. I haven't seen enough of him.
I
haven't seen enough of Willis yet.
I think he would. I feel like TP would be better than. I don't know.
I feel like that's a good would you rather player, like Tony Pollard or Jeff Wilson Jr.
Honestly, after what Jeff Wilson has done this year, I'm taking him. Like he's been a guy that stepped up huge.
Yep. UNT native. But I think so you got Tony Pollard and Brees Hall.
Brees Hall.
Rachel.
Before his injury,
Tony
Brees
Pollard
Hall.
and James Robinson.
Pollard, definitely.
Yeah, Tony Pollard.
Tony Pollard and Kareem Hunt.
Jamal Williams. Did you say Kareem Hunt? Kareem Hunt, definitely, by far. Tony Pollard and Jamal Williams.
I really like
There's so
Jamal
much
Williams.
alike, though. I feel like when I watch Jamal Williams play, it really reminds me of TP.
Jamal
I
Williams
love
is
watching
such a fun
Jamal
player to
Williams
watch.
play.
I
That
love
guy
watching
is so much
Jamal.
fun to watch.
Man,
Because Jamal Williams and Jamal Williams or Jeff Wilson Jr.
Jamal Williams. I don't know if I can say that.
I don't know.
No.
I don't know.
I don't know if I can say that. I don't know if I can say that. I picked Jeff Wilson over Pollard.
yeah.
I don't know. That's tough, man. That's
I
tough.
think honestly, the Dolphins' offense is just so much fun to watch because you have so many players that could just blow up a day.
I know. It's
you have
wild.
Tyreek, you have Waddle, you have Gesicki, you have Jeff Wilson, you have Mostert. Like even Chase Edmonds was having crazy days there. And where's Edmonds now? He's with.
He's with the Broncos.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he got traded in that Bradley Chubb trade. Yeah, no, that is a really fun offense to watch. Mike Gesicki's kind of been a disappointment to me this season, though.
But that's the thing; they don't really need to go to him. It's kind
I
of like
know.
saying Dalton Schultz has sucked this season. You know.
Yeah, that's true.
But I mean, in my opinion, I don't like Schultz. In my opinion, I'd rather take Jake Ferguson or Hendershot.
Yeah. Oh, dude, Tony Pollard's like. He's like
He's
one of
just
the. He's like one of the.
he's
He's such a. He's kind of like just such a middle, like upper middle guy, you know.
what sucks about
He's like
Tony
right on
Pollard,
that border.
What Tony Pollard, like as much as I hate to say it, he can be an RB1, but I would rather have him be an RB2.
Mhm.
Like as much as I know he could be an RB1, I feel like just having him in your backfield is such a plus to your team.
Mhm.
He gets
You know,
that's what with so many teams. Like personally, me as a
Like-
Browns fan, I don't want to lose Kareem Hunt. He's so
Kareem Hunt
valuable.
almost went to the
team.
Dolphins.
I know.
It was
He's
really
a-
close.
he's
Kareem
a
Hunt almost
huge
went to the
value.
Dolphins. I don't even know what that would have been like, but I feel like the Dolphins made the right decision with Jeff Wilson Jr. because Jeff Wilson Jr. can catch.
Yeah,
And I'm not saying
he's-
Kareem Hunt can't catch, but like Jeff Wilson Jr. is a perfect like double threat where it comes to running or catching, and he's proven that already.
Yeah, 100%. If he's available in your fantasy league, pick him up. I shouldn't
For
have
real,
dropped him.
he's a great flex. I'm mad because I dropped him too in my work league before he went to the Dolphins, and then he went to the Dolphins, and someone else picked him up already. Pain.
Let's go back to Tony Pollard though. Tony Pollard or Elijah Mitchell?
Tony Pollard.
Yeah, Tony Pollard. Yeah, we haven't seen enough of Mitchell. Tony Pollard or Cordell Patterson?
Cordell Patterson.
Yeah.
Tony Pollard.
Okay. Jade, what about you?
Okay.
I'm taking Patterson too. I feel like he's a little bit more explosive and he's a dual threat running back. He has been injured a little bit this year, but you put him with you give him as much as you give Pollard. I think he's gonna do a little bit more with it. Tony Pollard or AJ Dillon?
AJ Dillon.
I'm going TP.
Yeah, I'm going Pollard as well.
It's I don't know. I might change it up.
AJ Dillon's good. I just think
Yeah, but
TP is more explosive. That's just it.
Yeah, I completely agree. All right, we're gonna let's say Tony Pollard, Dalvin Cook.
Definitely.
Dalvin Cook.
Yeah, that was.
Bro,
I was just making sure y'all weren't tripping on anything, you know. I was just making sure y'all were good there. All right, let's see what's a good one here. All right, let's see for one last one. Let's go Tony Pollard or Miles Sanders?
Tony Pollard.
Really? Okay.
Miles
wow.
Sanders hasn't done that much, in my opinion.
Okay.
Do you watch football?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just making sure. Do you watch football?
Okay. I don't know. I'm still going Tony Pollard.
No.
Oh, that sounded really dumb, but that's not what I meant. That makes sense.
No. Just no, Tristan, no.
Shut you.
Your
All right,
Cowboys,
let's.
Tony.
All right. Yeah, I mean, it's respectable. I can respect your opinion there. I can respect
Just change
it.
the subject, okay? Next player.
Now we're done with that. We're gonna move on to our weekly news now. Really, the biggest news is gonna be Odell. We already talked about his signing, but he's suing Nike now.
Suing Nike for $20 million.
Yeah, because apparently they're not holding their end of the deal, which is good. This is, I don't know what it all is, but if this is really true, these companies.
Because then the Cowboys won't need to pay him as much. So.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, because speaking of the Cowboys, I'm just kidding.
But some more news. Jeff Saturday got his first win with the Colts against the Raiders, which last week he said the Raiders don't look good, and he proved that one correct.
Yeah, he went from roasting Steven's A-list to getting W's with the Indianapolis Colts. Unfortunately, he took out the QB1 and started the QB2 instead, but, it's all good.
Yeah, he took out the loser and started the winner.
Shut you.
Not really, Matt Ryan. Yeah,
No, we've had some pretty great experiences, watching Sam Ellinger play and Colt McCoy play.
The battle of the backups.
Yeah. Colt McCoy's him,
man.
Man. Go Colt.
Go Colt. Miss you, bud.
UT.
If you didn't get down in 2009, we would have had another championship right there. That would have been another natty.
Facts.
Anyways, though.
So do you think Josh McDaniels is on the hot seat?
Yes. What kind of question? Boy, our next subject for everyone else.
No. Hold on. But do you think it's him or Derek Carr? Because one of them's going to go, one of them's going to stay.
Both of them are
out, bro. What are you talking about?
You think both of them should be out? Well, but
yes.
The Raiders owners isn't the brightest.
That's true.
The Raiders have a good team. There's no
I know you
Josh
literally.
Jacobs, Devontae Adams.
You have Devontae Adams. You have
Derek
Darren
Carr.
Waller.
Isn't even that bad of. I'm not even gonna lie. Derek Carr is not.
You have Josh Jacobs.
He's not. Dude.
You have Hunter Renfrow. You have Matt Collins. Yeah, you should really.
Honestly, just give everyone away.
Just start over, honestly.
Yeah, just
I just
throw
want
away
to
the whole
start
team.
over.
No one wants a team in Vegas, anyways.
Let's go back to the Colts though. How do y'all feel about the Jeff Saturday hiring?
Love it.
I'm glad that he's starting to use Jonathan Taylor more.
Yeah, I know he was a top running back in fantasy.
As soon as I drop him, that's nice. First pick for nothing, idiot.
Should have taken CMC.
Doesn't matter.
Idiot.
Well, yeah, I mean that's good for them. They're not going to do anything this year though, but
Man, I missed
at least they
out.
can get it rolling. They can get it rolling until the next season.
I like Jeff Saturday. I don't think he's not gonna be a head coach in the NFL after the season. Probably not a coach in the NFL after the season. But I like the guy. Like he's getting a lot of hate just because of there's a lot of stuff that goes into it. I mean, there's people that are saying that the Colts hiring process was
It's so funny, dude.
was racist and that he shouldn't have been picked. He's a guy that sits on his couch and he wasn't experienced. There's a bunch of stuff that goes into it. A lot of people.
He has no professional experience.
Yeah, no, he went in
He's
high
a former
school.
player.
Yeah, he's a former player, but he did coach in high school and he went 3-7. his last
That's
year
pretty
coaching
good.
high school.
That's
But
pretty good.
Shut your.
But I like how he's approaching this because, you get an opportunity like this. You're not going to turn it down. And he's like, I might be good at this. I might be terrible at it. But there's only one way to find out. And I'm excited to go in here and work with these guys. And that's the type of leadership that every NFL team needs. Like
Dan Campbell, baby.
Yep, I was about to say Dan Campbell. That's like I don't know. I just love those
Mike
type of guys.
McCarthy.
Nope.
No. But yeah. Nah, Jeff Saturday is funny. He's such a meme.
He's a meme.
Yeah, I think that is about it for this week. So I thank everyone for tuning in this week. Make sure to follow us on Instagram at inthetrenchesnfl. Also on Twitter at inthetrenchespc. We're now on YouTube. That's In the Trenches NFL as well. And yep, thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll talk to y'all next week.